We're back with the bad vibe with Dwight and Jared.
Hey guys, we're back after this little hiatus.
Yeah, we were on vacation in the Poconos. No, that's trashy.
The Poconos?
It's a nice place.
Where the fuck is the Poconos?
I think it's like the northern part of the United States. It sounds tropical, but it's not.
That sounds like a nickname for, what's his name?
I don't know.
Pinocchio. Yeah. He's got Poconos.
Yeah.
It's a big Poconos.
It sounds tropical, but I think it's in like New York or something. I don't know. Pennsylvania? Something like
That's like Newark?
Newark, New Jersey.
It's like New York, right?
I guess it's real close to New York.
I think it's real trashy there.
It's like the most dangerous place in the world or something.
I thought that was Detroit.
Now, yeah, but one of those...
Or, wait, like South Africa or something like that.
Yeah,
Australia.
Detroit, South... what is it called? Chicago. But there's one of those, like, cities in New Jersey. They say it's, like, so crime-ridden that, like, they don't have cops anymore. They're just like, figure it out. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I don't remember which... If it's... what's the one that... The Karate Kid, where's he from?
China.
No, the Karate Kid.
I watched that today.
Not the Karate Man.
I don't remember that. When it came out in the 80s.
He was from Japan.
Huh?
Mr. Miyagi's from Japan.
No, but the new one is in China.
The Karate Kid movie where he doesn't teach him karate.
Yeah, I know.
He might as well have just taught him, like, a skill, like
they learned
how to be an
Kung Fu.
accountant.
Why couldn't he have been the Kung Fu Kid?
Yeah, I know. It's like...
the Karate Kid.
Why not call it the Karate Kid and teach him how to, like, gardening?
Early on, they bring up that it's definitely not about, it's not karate.
Well, it's in China.
Because the mom keeps saying it,
Yeah, they make a point of it.
But
I liked it, though.
I mean, what his dad and his mom are the ones that bought the fucking...
Oh, big surprise. You teach a black kid a couple of moves and he beats up a bunch of Chinese kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's actually like a good movie.
I know, but...
I know we're making fun of it. I mean, I knew it was a good movie. I hadn't seen it in a long time. And then it came out, it was on Netflix or something like that today, and I was like, oh, shit. That kid was a good actor.
It would have been a more underdog story if some little Chinese kid moved to the hood, and then some, like, old basketball guy, he's getting beat up, and then he's like, I'll teach you basketball. And somehow the Chinese dude, who's not tall, is, like, crossing up all these brothers and, like, dunking on them. Yeah. That would be a better movie, like, underdog story. A black kid that could beat up a bunch of Chinese kids makes sense to me. Of course he can. Even if he is little and all that. You ever fought a black guy? They're tough. And they have that
They
extra
call him
bone.
dog, but Asians eat dogs.
They called him a dog?
They call each other dog? No.
Oh, I thought they were like...
Black people
I thought
call
it was
each other
real
dog.
racist.
Right? Some white people do it, but that's the ones that want to get on the good side with black people.
I think that passed, and
dog?
now it's just corny. It's just like a corny thing to say now.
What's up, dog?
And yeah. No,
like,
but I don't know black people are saying that.
I think they still do.
I don't think so.
I think they do.
It's one of those things that was cool when they did it.
The ones that wear pants.
We stole it.
The ones that wear pants where it's around their ankles,
But now you see...
You don't see that as much.
Well, what I see, if you see like kind of a hood-looking dude, he has pants that sag, but they're tight. And that is so uncomfortable looking.
Oh, they're wearing tight pants that are like skinny jeans pulled way up, rolled up at the legs.
Yeah, but they're
like, I want size, they're like 30... 40s, right? Yeah. They want that long of pants.
But they want to roll it up.
But roll them all up.
Yeah.
And then wear these really tall shoes that are perfectly clean.
You know what it is, right?
You know what I mean? Like they only walk on cleaned concrete. You know what I mean?
But you know what it is? We are at an age now where the style that young people wear is bananas. Like, when I see it, I'm like, you must be fucking kidding me. It's like a joke. I feel like it's Borat, or it's like Sacha Baron Cohen. I'm like, come on, man. Like, that's what you wore today. And they're like, yeah, it's picture day, And it's just, you get those, like, Zach Morris shoes with the big tongue.
Yeah.
And you get your pants are so tight around your ankles, I don't know how you got them over your feet.
Yeah. You had to completely straighten out, and then, like, somehow, I'm sure you probably put them on and then sew it back close.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And then somehow you have, hot pink, and, like, that kind of colors are back, and, like, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, the style is really, really crazy.
I mean, I'm dressed... Currently, I'm wearing a local high school softball shirt, and...
You used to make fun of people for having too tight of jeans. Now it's what's popular.
Not even used to, like, very recently. Like, the last couple of years. Boys wear short shorts now.
Guys are following girl trends.
But...
Girls wear tight clothes, of course. That's nice looking, right?
Now
guys do. And now girls are wearing loose clothes.
Girls wear loose pants and longer shorts.
Yeah.
And boys wear tight pants and shorter. I saw a kid, we were at this, event thing, and I saw this high school kid, like 16 years old.
Girls are gonna start wearing boxers and guys are gonna wear thong.
Dude, right? His shorts were like this high. Like
they're not wearing bras that guys are. Right?
For the listener, this guy's shorts were that midway point between his knee and his hip.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to pick up dick.
It was like 70s and 80s, like basketball players.
Yeah, exactly. Like Larry Bird shorts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't. You imagine me just wearing shorts that short, just like, hey,
I don't want to.
I'm just in the mall, you know?
Yeah, walking. You're a walker?
Yeah.
Anytime I go to the mall, I want to think of them as walkers.
Yeah.
You know? They're all old. They're almost anyway.
But how do you say it?
Huh? No, I'm not doing it. Anyways.
Anyway, dude.
All right. So we were a little bit before we started recording. We were talking about slapstick comedies, which if you've never heard any of those, you should probably just get off of this.
Yeah, like
podcast,
broad comedies.
Right? You should probably just like stop listening, right?
Yeah, if you didn't like Blazing Saddles and Airplane and
Naked Gun.
Yeah, the National Lampoon
22 and a half or whatever it is.
33 and a third.
Is that what it is?
I think it was Naked Gun 1, Naked Gun 2.5. Were there 3 of them? I don't know. All I know is...
I don't know the name of it. I just know the sound it makes when it makes me laugh.
All I know is that it's what introduced America broadly
like
to O.J. Simpson.
Kind of. It's making fun of war movies, but it's really,
What is?
Tropic Thunder.
Oh, yeah, but that's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing, no.
They don't make those anymore. Not good, anyway.
Today, I watched Loaded Weapon, or whatever it's called.
Yeah. It was like a spoof of Lethal Weapon.
Emilio Estevez and Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. When Samuel L. Jackson looked old.
I had a theory today.
That early to mid 90s when Samuel L. Jackson looked like he was in his 60s?
I say this.
I guess he was in his 40s.
Samuel L. Jackson has never looked old or young. He's always been middle-aged.
Well, in those, he looked like he was probably in his at least 50s. Which
now he's like 32.
40s. Huh?
Now
when
like
he's
32.
bald and he's like clean, you know what I mean? Everything's... Yeah, he looks like he's...
black don't crack.
I guess, yeah. Really, that's an old thing. Dude.
I know, but I'm saying, that's what it is that he will be... I guess what happens with black people is they have better skin than us, so they don't, look as wrinkly.
No, they're always putting on stuff so they don't become ashy.
Well, there is that.
You can't see the ashiness.
Have you ever heard black people say white people smell like wet dogs? It's not... And,
no.
I mean...
Never heard that.
Well, yeah, I have a lot.
What the hell? Who are you hanging out with?
Black people that don't
No,
like
but I mean, they're just like, y'all smell like wet dogs.
You've never heard that, really?
No, I've never heard that.
Okay, well, a lot of black people say that white people smell like wet dogs. And
I'm offended. I really am. I really am.
Smell yourself.
I'm like, I don't like dogs. I don't like the smell of dogs.
Wet dogs stink.
So that really, really bothers me.
Yeah, wet dogs stink.
I'm gonna go up and hit the next one I see. Right? I'm like, fuck you. He's like, what? You do smell like one. He's just gonna know.
Yeah.
Anytime any black person ever gets hit, it's because they know it's because they said that.
Well, anyway.
I'm very offended.
The reason that they said... Black people do tend to smell better. They tend to smell better than white people. It's because they use lotion.
Yeah, they use it all the time.
So they always smell good.
That's why there's still lotion companies out. Lotion companies are what's the one in the mall? That's for white people.
They would just be selling shit to women. But black men use it too.
No, the one in the mall, all it is lotion.
Bed Bath & Beyond?
No.
It's something Beyond, though.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But anyways, Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
It's nothing about Beyond.
It's Bed and Bath.
But no, all it is just fucking lotions. An expensive ass lotion.
Who buys
Look
that
at this.
shit?
It's really good. It's like 3 for $1,000. And
I don't think that's where black dudes shop.
They're like, 1 is for $10,000, but you get 3 for $1,000. They're like, it's a deal, right? Girls are like, it's a fucking deal.
Have you ever bought lotion?
Have you ever seen lotion that's cheap? Yeah, fucking Walmart, like $1 a bottle.
I've never bought lotion.
Bigger bottles than this.
I just have flaky skin.
They're like, yeah, but this has olives in it or something. You know what I mean? Like, we'll buy some olives, mash them up in a thing, right?
I always take them off my pizza anyway.
But,
no, I've never bought lotion.
Yeah, she wears fucking lotion.
I'm straight.
Yeah, but girls wear lotion.
And
I've bought lotion because she uses it.
Oh, well, fuck them. They can buy their own lotion, right?
I don't want her to smell like a wet dog.
She's not white.
She
won't. She'll smell like a cooked dog.
What?
Tamales, I don't know.
Tamales?
They're not all winners. We try to be racist, you just go for it.
Oh, shit.
That's more of a Chinese joke, I guess. Anyway, dude, I gotta tell you something. This is another one. We talk about it a lot, but I had something I really wanted to tell you like 2 days ago, and I was like, I guess I'll wait. You know?
It's been a while since we recorded, so.
So, okay, you know, I'm not going to use like names or whatever, you know, lawsuits. You know the guy who makes caskets around here?
Yeah.
Okay. He sees dead people. Not the ones in his casket.
Like the little kid?
Yes. He's going to have a fucking show.
About seeing dead people?
Yes.
What? He's going to go into houses and he has like equipment?
I don't know, but what I'm saying is, you think that's the reason he wants to make caskets? He's trying to make them happy?
Maybe they're all like, why didn't you put me in something nice? Right?
I hate race cars, right? Or whatever. He always says that. If you're listening, this guy makes custom caskets, and they're like real, like fancy and
yeah, they look good. Fancy. I wouldn't say fancy. They're really are like,
you know, power windows, heat and AC.
It has a little like LT in the back of a car.
Yeah. Limited, whatever.
He's got a King Ranch, right?
He puts in the bed liner for free if you pay today.
This one guy's got a Yukon, but then they got a Denali. Right?
He's got this one cheaper, but it does have 40,000 miles on it.
I guess they're all convertibles, right?
Yeah.
Or how's he gonna get in it? The side door?
You got a T-top, they got to wedge you in.
Ridiculous. Sunroof?
I might be dying. You might need to call that guy.
This is a sunroof. There's going to be dirt on top of it.
You're not getting much sun down there. But if you're listening to us, plenty of heat probably. But
yeah.
No, so he makes these fancy caskets. And like a few years ago, there was a highly publicized thing where a bunch of kids died. And he made them for him, and it was like a cool thing or whatever.
He did it for free, right?
Yeah. You know, publicity or whatever.
Well, no, the kids are haunting him.
Yeah.
They're like, make our caskets. He's like, he's like 8,000 a piece. And they're like, it's free or nothing. He's like negotiating.
He brings in his dead lawyer. He's got his ghost lawyer sitting there, coming to the table with deals. So anyway, these people from like A&E or one of these channels came to talk to him, had a meeting with him about having a show about making his creepy ass caskets, right? And
he makes sure he shakes hands with them so he knows they're real.
He's constantly seeing if they'll push a penny up the wall. They're like, yes, it's easy.
Oh shit!
So he's having a meeting with this guy from like A&E or like Bravo or something, and they're like, hey, we want to make a show about your caskets. So it's gonna be like Pimp My Ride, but you know, whatever.
He's gonna be like come on.
You just see a little ghost.
It's like Cribs.
He does that like flash cut.
He's just called caskets.
It's just yeah. So anyway,
he's got a screen in it.
He's got a popcorn maker in the trunk. The exhaust pipe blows popcorn.
Was inside.
Fucking Pimp My Casket would be such a good show. It'd be better than him talking to dead people that aren't real. But
it's called Pimp My Kid's Casket. You can put it on like Nickelodeon or something.
He makes one fireproof.
Nick at Night, I guess, right?
Anyway.
Oh shit!
Luckily, nobody that listens will get that last thing I said. So they have this meeting with him, and this guy's like, "Yeah, we're gonna make the casket show or whatever." And he casually, check this out. He casually mentions he's like, we're on the same page here. He doesn't see dead people. We all understand that isn't a real thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so he casually mentions while he's having an interview with some executive from some fucking cable network, he's like, the guy behind you is like has a monocle and a cane or something like that.
What the fuck?
And the guy's like, what? That's my old college professor or something like that. And then he tells him the name of something. He says some name, and that guy's like, there's no way you could know that. That's a name I wrote in my diary or some dumb shit like that. Like, how random, that's the thing you picked out.
Okay.
It couldn't have been like, oh, hey, you know, your dad wore a size 9 shoe. Okay, maybe you did see my dead dad. You know, so it's just something real random. I see a guy that looks kind of like, and it's something bland enough that he's gotta know somebody that looks like that.
He's between 5 foot and 8 feet.
I mean, look, if somebody came to you and they were like, they're like, I see a dead person. It must have something to do with your life. And like, describe him. They're like, he's probably about 5'9". I know thousands of 5'9" people. Yeah. He's got dark hair.
Well, he could be off by 4 inches.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
he is sitting down.
Yeah. He's like, I'll be honest with you. The illusion, or whatever it's called, the transparency takes off 4 inches.
He puts one of those strips next to the door that convenience stores have, so he knows how tall the ghosts are.
Because you know they come through the door.
Right? He's got them randomly on all the walls, right? So in case they come through the wall.
Oh, shit. So, he tells this guy, like...
Is he going to be, like, making, like, clay things?
That's what I said. Yeah. It's going to be him and Demi Moore making a clay casket for some, like, whatever. So,
a clay casket?
So just so you're following, because me and you both know this guy, like... Just so you're following, this guy makes custom caskets for dead people, like fancy ones. He's getting a show for that on A&E, and while interviewing for the show, he brings up that he sees a dead guy in the background. Now, you have interviews.
No, the show's going to be about that?
Now it is. Oh. The guy's like, oh, caskets are lame.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want a dead body. I want one moving around, you know? So he's going to have a show. I guess it's going to be like... you know those shows they used to have where there's a big crowd and they're like on a stage and they're like, does anybody here know somebody whose name starts with an M? You know? And somebody's like, I do! Oh my God! It's like, go fuck yourself.
It's either a guy or a girl.
It's like, my mom! Right? Mom starts with an M, right? Does anybody here have a mom? Yes! Yeah. You know?
We're like, no.
So, the guy sees dead people. I mean, he said that he's seen them his whole life. Wow. And he didn't know what they wanted. He basically, I think, it might be an Onion article, because it read exactly like he was just the kid from The Sixth Sense. Like, the way the stories are, it's like, I could see him when I was a kid, but I didn't know what they wanted from me.
He's like, red door handles. You're like, what?
You know, he's sitting there doing the interview. He's got his hands on the table real hard.
He killed her.
The guy interviewing him was Bruce Willis, and he doesn't know he's dead, you know? I mean, this story seriously was exactly like The Sixth Sense. He's like, I was a kid, I could see these.
Was this in a hospital room?
I don't know. All I know is at the end of the article it says that he remembered that you know, he got shot or whatever. He was telling the story from Bruce Willis's perspective. But no, so he says that ever since he was a kid, he could see dead people, and he thought...
Is that why he's went the whole caskets thing? Like,
I mean, I guess. I mean, if you're gonna be... You gotta stay in your lane. If you see dead people, you gotta stay in, like, dead. You know, you see dead people and you're, like, a wedding planner. You know what I mean? It's like, you gotta have a job that fits. I mean, you know, so, but what I was gonna say is...
You know, you like fucking kids, you're a priest or something.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Really, yeah.
Like, you're like, something they're gonna trust you with kids.
If he fucks a dead kid, is that...
Like, our teachers, I guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a real thing. Like, that's a real, like, problem.
I mean, both of those are, yeah.
But, so let's say you do interviews and stuff. Like, you interview people. If you're interviewing somebody for a job you want them to do, which is what that guy was doing, I want you to make caskets on TV. So you're interviewing somebody for a job you want them to do, and they just randomly start talking about dead guys they see in the background, you're not going to give them a job.
No.
Like, a job. You're like, you know,
what they're interviewing for is TV shows they think they can make money with.
Yeah. But I'm saying, you go in there, you're like, I want to hire you as a mechanic. You're a good mechanic. He's like, not only that, I learned it all from that dead guy behind you. You're not going to be like, oh, forget being a mechanic. I need a dead guy expert. You know what I mean? That's crazy. He doesn't see dead people.
Like,
Nobody does.
Like, hey, does Jim still work for us? Like, no, we don't have a dead guy expert, right?
Yeah, so...
He is a ghost, right?
If you
Maybe you can talk to him because we don't know where he left the front door keys, right?
He's got them.
He goes and talks to him, right? He's like, hey, Jim, where's the keys? Right? They're in my car.
He slides them up the wall like the penny. You just see keys slide up the
wall. They come out of an invisible pocket, right?
Oh shit.
Anyways,
so
the guy's crazy. Or he's just trying to get famous. Like, he's like, I'm going to design caskets with, like, fucking logos on them. And, like, all kinds of shit. If that don't get me famous, I don't know what I'm going to do.
He's like, my backup is...
Yeah.
My backup is Sixth Sense.
Maybe in the middle of the interview, you could tell it wasn't going well. Right?
Because
he's like, look at my caskets. They're like, yeah, it's cool. And this guy's like, he's like turning to the other guy, like let's stop.
And then he's like, his watch.
Yeah, and he's like, and I also see dead guys.
He just had that one in his hip pocket. He's like, I'm gonna throw this ace out if it gets blown. If it starts to go slow and he starts leaning towards the door, I'm throwing this ace on the table.
What if that didn't work? What's next?
What is next? I am a dead guy. You gotta stay with dead. Like I said, you gotta stay in your lane. Caskets, dead guys. I mean, I don't know what's next.
Yeah, I don't know.
My family is the Addams family. I don't know. I mean, I don't know where you go from there. But I mean, I'll watch the show just to make fun of it. I mean, I say may. We always make plans and don't do them, but like watch a show and record talking over it. I don't know what it's going to be on TV or anything like. I mean, it's got to be pretty easy to schedule. The main characters of your show don't have shit to do. They're all dead. You know what I mean? It's not like you got like conflicting.
What if in the middle of the interview he's sitting there and he's talking about the 16th century, and we realize the interview with the vampire? he's saying that he's Lestat or whoever he is. Right?
He's like, the caskets didn't work, the dead people didn't work. He's like, I'm Lestat. Or
Wasn't
my friend's Lestat. Lestat was the cool one.
Yeah. Tom Cruise.
But,
which is a character, like, he's never played anything like. It was a really, really good...
That was back when he was good.
When he used to be an actor.
I mean, he's a good actor, but
he plays Tom Cruise now.
You know why?
He's insane.
No. I think he is insane, but...
He's like...
No, it's not because it is because he's insane, but it's because he's so high up in Scientology that I think he only does things that are like approved through them, so it has to be like positive message shit and stuff like that. He can't be the evil vampire anymore. You know what I mean? He has to be like the save the world guy.
Yeah, they're like...
I read that somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not.
They're like, go do another Mission Impossible. He's like, I'm tired of doing Mission Impossible.
Yeah, he's like, they know now that they're possible. I've done them 8 times.
He's like, I've been Ethan Hunt for like 9 fucking movies.
Yeah, I don't know who Ethan Hunt is. I mean, I do by context. But,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't buy that it's impossible when you've said that on 8 movies. I haven't seen them, but I'm assuming he accomplishes
I've
it.
seen them. I actually like the movies. But he plays that same guy in other action movies where he's a spy.
I thought he was pretty good in War of the Worlds. Like, that seems like a big, like...
Yeah, I liked him in that one.
You know, that was like a big, like, CGI type of movie.
And where he was the drug lord guy? That was good. I liked that one.
Never seen it. Oh, where he plays fucking Barry Seal?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I don't remember the name. Only by context? I don't know. I think that's a thing.
He flies the airplanes and
we don't know something, we just say only by context.
To Arkansas.
Right?
Yes.
Anyway.
So anyway, a local of ours. Think about how crazy our area of the world is. We had a teacher fucking, blasting her sniz in the classroom a while back.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon lady lives in our town. Or did.
I don't think anymore, yeah.
Yeah, that thing has been chased out by villagers years ago. But
she lives near a volcano somewhere now.
She's hiding in a cave. So there's that. And then now I read the article and I was just like, I told you, it seemed like an Onion article. I was like, this isn't real.
What's that mean?
The Onion. They're like fake but funny articles.
Oh.
But I was reading and I was like, wait, I know the guy. Like, he doesn't see dead people. Is he just seeing people and he assumes they're dead? I mean, because they won't talk to him because he's the creepy casket guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, hey, guy, and they just wander off. He's like,
he's walking around. He's like, caskets. Get your caskets. Custom caskets. Right?
Yeah.
He's like rolling one, right?
Oh,
he's like, this one looks like it fit in it.
Right? Do you hope he makes one for you?
I don't know.
He's way older than you, so if he makes one for you, it means you died young.
It depends on how I die, right? In like what way? Guns blazing, right? I probably wouldn't then, right?
What I'm saying, like,
I'm in a pine box.
Do you think the reason he's so good at making those caskets is because he has the guy who's going to be in it telling him how he likes it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
His parents are like, he really liked the color blue, and then he paints it green. They're like, why'd you do that? He's like, I had a hunch.
Yeah.
Their son's like, I hate blue.
Yeah.
They're
like, oh shit, I did put blue on the paper.
Yeah.
They're like, he does like navy green.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. So, but yeah, that was one of those things that when I read it, I wanted to call you immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
I think the whole pimp my casket. Holy shit! Right, where he's doing the whole waving thing, and it cuts a bunch of times. Right? You know what I mean? It's got a bathroom in it. Like it's got a.
I guarantee you, everybody that listens to this that isn't like local thinks we're just making up a story.
Yeah,
the guy that makes.
I mean, I had no idea that
he
sees dead people.
Well, here, just out of whatever it's called. Because I told you how crazy the, like when you read it, here, this is the story right here. It's A&E, it says, A&E TV show, Trey the Texas Medium, catapults local casket designer into a new realm. That's a real headline. We didn't make all this shit up. Okay, so, look, dead people are coming to him. Look at him. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He probably kills them and they hang around.
It says, Trey Gannum, 48, sees dead people. That's a sentence.
Wow.
That's a sentence that starts this. He started seeing those no one else could see around age 5, growing up in the town. So he and his mother made a trip to a local priest. Because, you know, if you see dead people, you go to the priest.
I think he watches a lot of movies.
I mean, this is a movie. Like, I don't mean this could be a good movie. I mean, this is copied from a movie. You know what I mean?
He's going to go around and start stabbing people in the heads because he thinks they're walkers.
He's like, you know what I mean? Him and his kind of white trash mom. You know, it's like they just copy the movie. It was hard for me because I was still seeing them. So I just started... So it just started scaring the crap out of me. Can't upset.
No, you were just shitting your pants because you were 5.
Yeah, no, everybody shits their pants when they're 5. I was 5, so I couldn't tell you what they wanted.
He shit his pants, and his mom's like, saw a ghost again. Right? He's like, yeah. Right?
Wait till he's like 13, she catches him jerking off.
The ghost made me do it. Yeah. Right? What if he's all like, my mom was visited by a machine from the future? He's like, and I'm going to lead the people in the resistance. Right?
My dad's a freedom fighter from the future who came back to protect my mom.
Like, he had all these in his other pockets, right? In case they didn't believe the ghosts.
He's like, trust me, this is a loaded deck. Keep shooting down my stories. They only get wilder. He's like, when I was a kid, I lived in a giant peach.
Like, what? Oh, shit.
I hope he's not a listener. I have a feeling he is.
He's going to send some of them dead people our way.
He seems like somebody that would listen to our shit.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. He said, I just knew that I could see them and they would show themselves to me. Does he mean their dicks? Ghost dicks is creepy. After attempting to... You know, why is it that I'm imagining him seeing dead people, it's always men? I feel like dead women wouldn't fuck with him.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but in my head, they're all men.
You're anyway. Like, showing his dicks. Like, it's only, like, naked. Yeah. Like, you know?
So next year, the A&E television network will air 12 episodes of a new show, Trey the Texas Medium.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyway, Texas Medium, or as it's also known, New York Extra Large. We're fatter here. About his clairvoyance and channeling. Guarantee that dude can't spell clairvoyance. And by that dude, I was pointing at me. Anyway, I don't look like the typical medium. I look like a biker dude. No, you don't look like one. You dress like one and grow your face like that. You weren't born looking like a biker dude.
He's like, I've been looking like a biker dude since I was 5. He's like, coincidentally, when I saw ghosts, right? But he started seeing ghosts. He started growing a beard out at 5. Right?
But he said, I don't look like a typical medium. No, they don't look a certain way. They dress a certain way, and so do you. You could shave your shit and wear like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't look like, it'd be like me. It's like, I look like a bum.
But is he a happy medium?
I just get stuff.
I mean, he's making caskets and sees dead people. I know he's happy.
That's so scary as shit. How does a casket designer and a medium from...
He probably named his kid Morgan.
He was driving down the road when he received a call from some guy, some Jewish looking name or something. He said, I want to make a show. And, okay, the writing here is terrible. Okay, here's what I was telling you. So he's sitting there having this meeting, right?
Okay.
They're sitting there having this meeting, And he's talking about he wanted to make his casket show. And like we said, the guy's like looking at his watch. Right?
That's a wrap.
And and then our casket maker guy says, a black man with a cane is standing behind you smoking a cigar. And he said...
He's like, okay.
You know, he looked and he's like... He said he was your professor. He told him. He said, what? Are you kidding me? The guy, whatever his name is, had no idea that Ganem was a medium, too. Ganem also heard that the name sounded like it jumped off the pages of Lord of the Rings. So he announced that, too. So he said, I see a black dude behind you smoking a cigar. And,
all right, so the ghost had a cigar burning.
Yes, that was a ghost cigar. You know what I mean? Okay. It's like, you think the guy died from lung cancer? No point in stopping after you die, right? You know what I mean?
Yes, welcome.
So, is it... I don't know. Anyway, so he tells him, there's this black guy behind you, and he says he's your professor. That guy
he jumped?
He covers his wallet.
Oh, shit. So he's like, I thought you were warning me.
So he's like, you've been making a casket for me soon. Those blacks are dangerous. So he says there's a black guy behind you smoking a cigar, and he says he was your college professor. It'd be funny if the next line was like black professor. Come on. He's like, this is reality TV. You know, anyway, that just makes me sound racist because he didn't actually say that in the article.
Continue, please.
Okay, he said he was immediately okay. Yeah, he said the name that I'm getting sounds like something from Lord of the Rings. So you're getting an idea of the name, but you don't know it. Whatever. He said my wife doesn't even know that. That's the name of the main character in the New York Broadway play I'm writing right now. So he came up with a black professor, that guy had one, and a name out of nowhere. He's like, I hear this name, you know, Jimmy. And he's like, hey, I'm writing a story about a guy named Jimmy. That's crazy, right?
He's like, can we please get back to caskets?
Yeah. He said he accompanied him to the shop in the town the next day and filmed him visiting with a woman who had recently lost her 3-year-old son. Your dad was there to receive him, he told the woman. There's no way to prove that wrong.
Uh-huh.
If you tell me, oh, my dad died, it's so sad, I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. Your grandma was in heaven and she told him it was okay. Yeah. You're like, no, he wasn't. I'm like, yeah, he was, trust me. You know what I mean?
I'm a medium. You're not. Right?
I'm a medium. Right? You're a double XL.
He's like, you want to get a casket? Right? He starts popping his knuckles.
He left with the clips and called 3 weeks later.
He's like, don't make me a mad medium.
Anyway, so there's going to be a show like next year. And it's going to be, you know, like there was a show, Long Island Medium, and then there was another one. But you know what's funny about all those shows is that the amazing, what is it, something Randy, he was a magician. He's like this old gay dude. He was like a magician, but his whole...
You don't see those.
Old gay dudes? Yeah, because of AIDS, dude. I mean, like, seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Like, people that were gay in the 70s and 80s, a lot of them died. But anyway, so he's this old gay dude, and he's a magician, which, of course, he is. You know what I mean? He's like, you think it's cool what I pulled out of my sleeve?
Oh, shit.
But anyway, this Randy guy, his whole, like, life was dedicated.
His name's Randy?
I know. With an I, too. Like...
Okay, all right.
So Randy's whole life was dedicated...
I believe that one guy's a medium now. Just because of this guy.
Anyway, Randy's whole thing was that he proved that kind of shit wrong. People that said they were actually magic or that were like mediums and shit like that, he would go on and like use scientific method because he knew how they did their tricks, so it was easy for him to spot shit. So anyway, all the famous ones you could ever think of have all been proven wrong. They were using earpieces or they were something. So it's like,
yeah.
Well, I'm not saying like, look.
That's like those. What are they called? Where they're up there and they're like, you got cancer and you're going to be healed tomorrow.
Yeah, our mom went to one.
I'm going to put my hand on your forehead and I'm going to take it out of that.
Yeah,
right.
Our mom went to one of those and she got healed. And then mysteriously she died like 8 months later.
Hits people with their jacket and they all fall out.
Those are so much fun to watch.
Oh, those videos are lit.
Faith healers or whatever.
You gotta like watch them every couple months just to be alive.
Just to feel alive, yeah. Watch, like, check too, like 2 years later, you're at one because you got a bad cough or something. But
the jacket hits me and I fall. I mean, it's, you know.
But it sounds like we're making fun of this guy, you know, because we are. But
yeah, I mean, like,
I want the show to go.
We've known about him for a long time, so. I mean, I've heard of so many different things coming this way. Like, there was supposed to be a movie about some 50s murder or something like that.
I think there was. It just sucks.
And then they didn't. You know?
But I hope the show is, like, a hit and everything, because it'll be, like, kind of cool. That, like, I mean, I drive by his shop every day. Like, you know? It's like, there's always traffic because all the dead people, like, lined up to get in or whatever. But
there's, like, a dead crosswalk person, right? A little sign, you know.
His ghost sign is bent because he died by getting hit at the crosswalk.
Oh, shit.
But what's funny is, though, you pointed out, it's like you found bullshit in the story when I was reading. It's like, there's a ghost cigar, like a cane. What's a ghost need a cane for? You know what I mean? Like, it's, come on. Okay, I get it. I hope you get one over on everybody, and I hope you're a millionaire, and I hope your show goes good. Just know that I know. Like, I don't even say that I'm not even saying he doesn't. Maybe he believes he sees dead people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just don't think there are dead people.
Maybe they're gonna spin the show to where he's crazy. Right? You know what I mean?
Could be.
It's kind of like on that movie, The Fighter, where they're talking to him, and, he thinks it's about him going to start playing or fighting
he's
again.
Getting ready
but
for
it's really about him doing drugs.
Yeah, it could be that.
That could be this.
Oh.
You know, I mean, and it's going to come on. He's like, "Hey guys, look, the show's going to be on. The show's going to be on."
And there's like a narrator over the thing, and it's like
Morgan
just
Freeman,
making fun of him.
It's Rick Grimes. I was going to do it, but not.
So, I hope that his show is like, I really do hope that it's like the biggest show on TV and he makes like millions and millions and all that. Because he seems like he's a pretty, like, decent dude, I guess. Like, he helps out people a lot and stuff. But, come on, man. You're not seeing dead people. You know what? It's like, I knew it when I was 5.
The dead people he sees are in his caskets.
Yeah, I mean, he sees dead people.
Maybe he gets invited to the funeral and he's like, I see dead people. They're like, yeah, man, he's in the casket.
Right. Yeah, it's literally what you're at is called a viewing. Like, like we're all seeing what you're seeing.
He's like, no, but he's standing over there. Right?
He goes to a Catholic one. He's like, I see beads. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to say I see and then everything in the room. Yeah. It's like he's always playing I Spy. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Although if he's never been in a cold room and pulled the blanket up by his face and said I see dead people, he's really missing an opportunity.
Like the little steam.
Yeah. His wife's like, why are you always turning the AC down to 55? And he's like, because I see dead people. And she's like, shut up. He's like, I want you to be dead people.
He opens up all the cabinets in the kitchen. He's like, see, I told you. She's like, I saw you do it.
She's got helped you. I opened 3 of them.
I was wondering what you're looking for. Oh, shit, dude.
He goes to a wake for some little girl that died and he's crawling under her bed. They're like, get the fuck out. He's like, I'm looking for a tape. They're like, nobody uses tape.
He's like, I look like a biker. And they're like, what? Oh, this guy's gonna hate us.
I've said before, though, obviously we joke about him because it's what we do about everything, but I do hope that he becomes like a multi-millionaire. I want him to become so famous that people say that Stone Cold is from the same town as him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
instead of you know?
Yeah, we didn't mention that.
Yeah, we're
Stone Cold's from the same town.
We are from a crazy town. It's just a normal little town. But a lot of shit comes out of there. We got dragons, famous wrestlers, you know, fucking Haley Joel Osment. You know what?
I was like, I don't think so.
But I'm saying,
he's probably from like Indiana or something.
Bruce Willis isn't from here, but he visits.
Yeah,
no, but yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit. And also the other thing is, you know how I was telling you a while back that
he may visit eventually when he dies.
You imagine if you really see dead people and like
famous ones.
Dead Bruce Willis shows up and you're just like, no. You're like, do you know? And he's like, no, what? You're like, oh no. You're just acting out the whole fucking movie. Yeah. But obviously everybody, because the way they framed the story, where they started it with,
he can't sleep at night because he keeps hearing Tom Cruise like in the closet laughing. He's like, shut up, Tom. Right?
I mean, what? How come they don't?
What?
Because if you were going to say you see dead people, why wouldn't you see famous dead people? Because they're the easiest ones to fake.
What's this show going to be about? Like, he's going to, like,
talking to
help
people? Yeah. Like
he's going to go and be like, oh, your mom died, huh? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. You know what I mean? Just like,
if they ever have, like, where you can go, you have to go and talk about that your dad died, because your dad really died, and you don't have an emotional connection to your dad, so he's not going to be able to read you for shit. And just when he's like, did his name start with it? Even if he says R and he's right, be like, no, my dad's name was Jimmy or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they're like, stop recording this.
Well, they won't record it, but it'll be fun.
Like, one of y'all's faking this.
Turns out you both are. You're full of shit, too. He's just full of dead shit.
And I'm like, look, I'm wearing an extra large.
But I really would like to go there, not because you're going to be on TV, because you wouldn't.
Yeah.
That stuff's all cut up to where it makes him look like he's doing something.
Yeah.
But just for you to
like, and you were there, and you were there.
Anyway, yeah, so, like, jokes on us. He's, like, telling us stuff he really wouldn't know about Mom.
He's got an army of fucking dead people going to be coming on their ways.
I mean, think about it, though, like, literally an army. Like, the Civil War, you know, like, hundreds of thousands of people died, and they're just, like, lined up holding their muskets, you know?
They're all in line to talk to him. He's sitting in a chair in his living room, and he's like, next. Right?
And they're like, please tell my dearest Angeline, or something, you know, because that's how they talked back then.
They're like, we've been wanting a meeting around here. It's so far to go to the next one.
Yeah, he's like Long Island.
Some people make the trip, but I mean, I just can't.
He's like, you know how long it takes to get to Long Island? He's like, we died in the 1860s. It's just trains. Yeah. You can't use cars and shit. But
like, I'd be dead before I got there. The trip would kill me.
So yeah, if you want to talk to your dead mom or whatever, come to our little hamlet. This is so crazy because we have a dead mom. I just wonder what she's up to. I feel like Mom would call bullshit on this dude.
Yeah.
Like, she would just be like trying to fuck with him or something. But anyway, we're definitely gonna like, when that show comes on, we're definily, if we don't watch it and record while watching
I'm gonna record it and watch it.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, like,
I want his ratings to
I'm
go
probably gonna
up.
fast forward it. But
I mean,
I'm gonna skip, you know. I'm just gonna watch the commercials.
Like, oh, that's not a bad price for time.
I'm gonna change insurance.
Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna tell you.
That's all they are. That's all they are, is insurance.
Insurance, yeah, mostly insurance. But dude, the other day, you know, over there by the school where I went to high school, but if you go past it, there's like that weird church school behind it, kind of. Yeah. Anyway, I was going through there, like in the middle of the day, and I saw all these fucking
church people.
No, yeah, but these girls were playing basketball. But you remember that show?
They're like long skirt people, right?
Yeah, you remember that show, The Village?
Do they play between their legs? You know?
I watched.
Bounces up in there.
Yeah, I watched for as long as I could as I passed, but I saw one girl like go up for a layup, but they can't jump high because they're wearing like those pilgrim shoes. I guess that's what they wear. Their hair's all like to their ankles, but it's in a bun.
The ball wasn't round because they made it.
It's been an old corn husk and shit. But I don't really have any jokes for that. I saw that it weirded me out. I was like, what the fuck are you doing playing basketball? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why, but like...
They had little things in their hair?
Yeah, they had the...
Like a bun and a little cover over it.
You remember the show The Village, right?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. They had the things on their heads.
Creepy.
They had the long...
Things on their heads?
They act like they think it's the 1800s or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That movie was pretty good. Everybody hated it, but I liked it. And I knew the twist ending and still liked it.
What's weird is when you would like see them at like Walmart, you know?
I see them every time I go.
Don't make your shit, right? You know what I mean? Like, you're upset, right? Because you're like, all right, what you do is supposed to be a certain way. And then you come here, it's like you're cheating.
I think the people that we see aren't...
Walmart has like a section for them.
The lights are off. The food's all rotten.
There's like carts and stuff, right?
But the people that you see at Walmart all the time are like Pentecostals.
They're like, this will really work for Samuel's garden.
Jedediah's gonna love this. You know, they all got fucking goofy ass names. Why goofy names?
We can raise a lot of barns with this with this material.
Why the goofy names? What is that?
Oh no.
Okay, you use plows and shit. I get it. You don't like the lights. That's fine. But you could still name your kid like Jackson or whatever names are popular. It'd be Jedediah and Hezekiah. It's all Adiah. Uh-huh. And you know what I mean? Like, the women, the best you're gonna get is like an Emily, and there's not many of them. If your friend's like, hey, have you seen the new girl? Like, what's her name? Like, Emily. You know, she's probably hot because it's not as Bible-y as a name. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. And if you're a girl, you're like, if you see Jedediah, you know his pubes are longer than his dick and shit like that. You know it's not going to be a fun night.
He's got a beard. It's second grade and he's got a beard.
Yeah. Yes. They're all Joshua and shit like that. You get an Aaron, you're like, oh, yeah, I bet he, like, you know, at least manscapes or something.
You must have, like, grown up with a lot of these.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, you don't remember because you were real little, but when we lived in Shiner, we were, like, neighbors with them.
I probably choose to forget.
Yeah. They were cool. I remember they had this... There was these kids.
They were cool.
Well, I mean, dude, cooler than me.
Like,
not cool.
You know what I mean? Like, they're like...
We were so poor.
They're the popular kids, right? They got, like, secret handshakes with people and stuff.
But we were so poor that those people whose life... did, like, money... Like, they were all the same poor or rich. Didn't make any sense because their life... All the things that I wanted, if I was rich, I would want, they didn't have in their, like, whole community. Uh-huh. So they seemed like normal, but I remember they had like wagons and shit. They weren't like as hardcore as like what you see on like Kingpin and shit.
They watch TV and shit?
Well, I was so young, I don't think
like,
they did.
Those people though, I'm sure they do, right?
Well, what I think they have is I think they like have electricity.
Uh-huh.
But they don't really like they don't watch TV, they don't talk on the phone.
They don't have TVs.
I mean,
fuck.
But see, there's a difference though. There's Amish, which is like on Kingpin. Uh-huh. Like that's real. I mean, of course, like that movie's not, but there's that, and then there's like Mennonites who are real similar, but a little more. They seem weird to us, but they also seem weird to the Amish for being too much like us. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? Like they're heathens that like use a tractor.
There's Amish and there's like Amish, right?
It's
Amish-ish.
There's Am and there's Amish,
right?
You know? But the people that we lived by, I didn't like go to their house and shit. I certainly wasn't allowed. I mean, I was, you know, we were kids. We were just like, we were bad people. Uh-huh. And I'm sure that like the neighborhood Mennonites knew. Like
Mennonite?
I think that's what they're called.
No, that's just a horrible name.
It's like, we have wives in the daytime, but it's all Mennonite.
Oh, shit.
Can you imagine, though, like if you're gonna...
like, enter the daytime.
It's just men. Can you imagine, though, if you're gonna be gay, you're not gonna go with the dude that doesn't have AC and running water. You know what I'm saying? His asshole's gonna smell so bad. Like, there's no possibility for a boner in his asshole to exist in the same room. You know what I mean? Like, fucking a dude in the ass is probably kind of nasty anyway, like smelling, even on best case scenario. But when it's a dude who doesn't have, like, high-quality razors, running water, or electricity...
And they've been, like, plowing the back 40 by hand.
Plowing it by hand, and they're coming home and not having, like, a hot shower.
Yeah.
They just, you know, like, fucking Rebecca left a bucket out back that he cleans off in.
Rebecca?
That's one of their kind of names. Oh, any, like, Bible name, dude.
Rebecca is a Bible name?
Yeah, it's a Jewish name. Like, real Jewish. Well, you know what it is. It's like, that's like... You know, there's no way in the Middle East 2,000 years ago they were saying Rebecca. But that's just, like, what we changed it into or whatever. Like, Joshua and all that. Even Jesus. Like, Jesus' name wasn't Jesus.
Jewish.
Jesus was Jewish.
Those men are kikes, right? Mennonites. That's the Jewish form. Yeah. That's the Jewish Amish. Right?
What's funny is the Jewish people have some similar shit where, like, on, like, whatever day, whatever it's called, they can't use, like, electricity and shit like that.
What the fuck?
But, yeah, you know that.
They can't use electricity on a certain day.
Saturday, I guess it is.
Every week?
Yeah.
I thought it was, like,
dude,
only on July 21st.
You really don't know this?
You know what I mean? They're like, oh, shit. Tomorrow's July 21st.
No.
They're like, and the game is on. Like, I guess we gotta go to it, right?
That's why, yeah, for real.
I mean, there's lights in the hallway, like, don't look at them.
They wear their sunglasses.
There's a radio going. They're plugging their ears. They're like, we got use electricity.
No, what it is that it's like the commandments in the Bible. It says on the like Sabbath day or whatever, you can't in the Bible. There's this whole list of shit you can't do. You can't start a fire. You can't gather wood for a fire. But what's funny is it's all like ancient shit because that's when they wrote it, right?
Yeah, people are like, well, I ain't gonna be starting a fire today, anyways.
Yeah, turn the light switch. But but the Jews are smart, and I think the reason that Jewish people
they're good with money.
I know, but what I'm saying is the reason they're so smart, I think, is because their whole religion is based around loopholes. Uh-huh. It's like God said we can't start a fire, but what if we start the fire at 11:59? So they have this thing. So like say this is an example that I'm making up, but it's probably real. They have a fire, and then above it they have this like thing holding a bunch of extra wood, and it's just like every 2 hours, like there's some mechanism that opens, but you don't do it because they can't do work on Sunday.
Oh my God! So they work all fucking other 6 days to make this mechanical thing work,
and it's because God rested on the 6th day or 7th day or whatever, the 7th day, I guess. So their 7th day, they're supposed to rest too.
No wonder it takes so fucking long to make movies.
Because Jewish people don't work on
every Sunday. They're not fucking recording.
I think it's Saturday because that's the actual last day of the week.
Saturday, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. It could be like Tuesday. Like,
it's funny because everyone sees the first of the week as Monday, right? That's how you look at it. I know a calendar shows Sunday,
but that's because that's when the like work week starts.
Yeah, so you're like the weekend. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday.
Meanwhile, Jews I think a lot of them don't follow that shit real close, but there's just like the hardcore ones do. But yeah, they have shit that's like. You can't dial a phone, so they have like this phone that's made for them. Why
don't you just use voice text?
No, but check this
They're
out.
like, hey Siri, you know what I mean?
What if you look at the Bible, you're like, oh shit, it does say you can't talk to Siri. You know? But it's like a landline phone, and it's somehow made where it's like always dialing all the numbers. So when you want to dial a number, you don't have to push buttons, but you do something that makes it not dial numbers you don't want it to dial.
Oh my God!
But you can say that's stupid, which you wouldn't be wrong.
That's very stupid.
But the Jews,
I'm not doing it. It's doing itself.
What you know how
I'm resting my fingers down on a certain numbers.
But you know how you do your PIN number and you hide it like that.
Yeah,
you hide it so they don't see. They do that from God. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they like hide it from, but.
He's sitting there, his chair's facing the other direction from the TV, but there's a mirror.
I like to see God.
You know what I mean? He's sitting there, he's like, yeah! He's watching the game through the mirror.
I like to think of that God.
Oh shit, there's subtitles.
Anyway, I like to think of the Jewish God as like the classic security guard. You know, he's got a newspaper and he's nodding off. So you got to time out. You're pushing buttons and turning on lights between them.
And he's got cameras watching down, from to Earth, and they have like a rotate.
Some crafty Jew cuts a wire so they can do stuff in this one blind spot.
They got it set to where it keeps showing the same picture. Right?
God's like, listen here, Wildcat.
He's like, I know he did that exactly last Saturday. The same thing.
God's like, Keanu Reeves has a twitch. But yeah, the Jewish thing, I don't know, like I said, if you're listening to this...
Oh yeah, well I'm taller.
If you're listening to this, where we're from, there aren't Jewish people, so we didn't like grow up around them at all.
I mean, if they are, they're hiding.
That's why the concept of yeah, for real. That's why the concept of their things are so like off to us. Like it's like I've never been around it. I don't think I've ever been around anybody that is like a practicing... like a Jewish religious person.
So, all right, do they consider stand-up comedy work?
Yeah.
Because I know Saturday's a big day for them.
What are you trying to say? All Jews are comics? And lawyers?
Most of them, yeah. Bankers. I mean...
successful, whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
They're like, man, he really does clean that toilet well.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean? Like...
except his little curly sideburns keep dipping in the water and it's grossing everybody out.
Are those pubes hanging by your ears or what?
Even that is because of a commandment in the Bible. Their beards, the Bible says something like, it says it in a weird way. It's like, it should be obvious, but I'll say it anyway. It's obviously ungodly to cut the sides of your beard. Or something. It's like, wait, obvious? What the fuck does God care about?
But what's with the little curls?
It's something to do with the sides of their hair they're not supposed to cut. And then they tend to have curly hair because they're from like the Middle East or whatever originally. Or something. There's a reason that they have everything they do, dude. You can't wear two different kinds of fabrics together. If you have a garden, you can't plant certain things by each other.
They're like, God damn it! It says it's part cotton, part polyester.
They really do have like kosher stuff. Like they go to certain places that, because like most of the Jewish people in America live like in New York and
he puts it on, it's
LA.
He's like, take it off,
take it off. His curlies. He's like, no, I'm not Jewish. But yeah,
that's when they have that little hat. That's to put the fire out.
It's like a thing you put on a candle.
Right.
Oh shit. So, but yeah, where we're from, there just are not Jewish people. So we've never been around, like if you had never been around like Mexican culture and you're doing a podcast and you were like somehow you'd see it on TV, you're like, it's crazy. They do this and this and this. Like we're around that all the time. Yeah. Jewish culture is so odd to us because like, I mean, all this stuff I'm telling you, I just know it because I've like seen it on like a show or something.
Yeah, like here we go to the store, right? Let's just any kind of random store, and there's like the Mexican section.
We do have kosher dill pickles.
You know what I mean, though? There's like a Mexican section. You can tell. You go to like Dollar General, Walmart, whatever.
It's usually like the first place I hit in the
Mexican stuff. Either in like a grocery store, there's like the Mexican aisle, and I don't mean like taco shells. It's like their stuff.
Yeah, there's like
so you go up there and there's like Jewish stuff.
I guess
I'm sure there is, right?
I guess.
I mean, what is Jewish stuff though? Like dreidels and stuff, right?
No, but but if you're if you're on the East Coast where there's a lot of Jewish people,
yeah, that's a nice yarmulke, right? They're trying on yarmulkes, right? It's got a little like
they got curling irons for their little things.
There's one that has a little like spinning thing on top of it.
But up there's a lot of Jewish there's like delis and it's like a kosher deli. It's like owned by Jewish people, and so when you eat there, the food is like because the thing with like they can't eat pork. You're right, obviously. The Bible says don't eat pork or whatever. But their beef or whatever, it's all the Bible. Their books and shit tells them exactly how to butcher it. It has to be done the right way. I think it like bless the knife and you got to cut its throat first and stuff like that. So when if you ever eat something and it says it's kosher approved, like sometimes you just buy like something and it says that, it means that like a rabbi oversaw the process of how they do it, and they make sure they do it by the book.
They cannot eat certain animals?
They can't eat certain animals, and they also can't eat certain combinations of food. They can't eat meat and dairy together, so no cheeseburgers.
Fuck that.
I know. I mean, it's crazy.
He's like, no, here it is. I eat the burger. He's like, I think about it.
He's like, I buy a burger. But he's like, sometimes I mix it up. 2 cheese, 1 meat. 2 meat, 1 cheese. But they don't know how good a burger with melted cheese on it tastes.
That's insane.
I mean, they know, but they can't tell.
They're all like, I've never eaten one.
Jews are so smart, they really think God cares what they eat. No, they know. They're just keeping up the tradition. And I understand it because of, like, the Holocaust.
It's only, like, in front of their grandma, Like, give me a burger.
Yeah, like Catholics are supposed to use rubbers.
They're not supposed to be?
No, fuck no. They're not supposed to because they believe that, like, all life is precious and life begins at conception, which means as soon as you fucking... drop a load.
I can't tell you the last time I used one of those. Oh my gosh, that's insane.
You have every disease and 8 kids.
I mean, I can't. I don't remember the last time I used.
I mean, I definitely have. I don't like it. It's weird.
I have not used one of those.
I was like, what am I? 16?
I would say we're nearing a decade. I mean, 8 years ago.
And your wife's Hispanic. The fact that you don't have 30 kids.
Like, that's insane. Like, fuck all that.
I don't like it for a couple of reasons. One is, as you get, like, you're sitting there trying to get a rubber rod, and you start out, like, putting it on, like, a 2x4, and by the end, it's, like, a penny nail. It's like, fuck. You're but, you know what I mean? Like, it's not...
Yeah.
There's nothing sexy about it. You're like, hey, let's have sex. But let me make sure I cover this gross thing I'm going to put in you first, because I know you don't want it touching you.
And you're gross.
Yeah.
I don't want any of your grossness on me.
Yeah. It's like, you're going in there, like, your wife spreads her legs, you got a fly swatter. You're like, I mean, there's shit buzzing around it, But,
shit.
No, I never did. I remember one time, and I told the story before where I was with that girl, and she's like, no glove, no love, and I was like, ugh, but then I went and bought a condom, and then how the story turned out was she wanted me to spend the night, but I just, like, bailed. I feel real bad about it. Anyway, that girl...
Yeah, she's a whore. She's probably a hooker, She's probably...
She's actually married some dude and moved to, like, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, she's a hooker there. She probably killed him or something, right?
Or just made all that up.
She's like, no, gloves! Right? She kills him, right?
So anyway, me and her left the fucking hotel. She like, you gotta have condoms. And I was like, she's like, you don't have them with you? And I was like, dude, first of all, I don't just randomly get laid a lot. I don't know if you've seen me. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just going about my day and some girl, like, has to have me. You know what I mean? So I was like...
You got a glove? Right?
But then...
You're like, nope.
But then, to think about it, she didn't invite me to a hotel, and I didn't. You know what I mean? I just wasn't gonna... I was like, I'm not going to use a condom. I would always think, like, what am I, like, 18? She's like, no, but I am. She was. But anyway, no, so... We go to the store and buy condoms.
She's like, I'm already young and dumb.
So... we go to the store and buy condoms, and like at that point, I don't think I'd ever bought condoms. I don't know. Either some girl brings them if she wants to have sex, or they don't get used.
I remember, like when I used to have to do that, you know, buy them or whatever. People were always like, "Oh, it's so weird buying them. Oh my gosh, they're gonna know. They're gonna know that you're fucking. That should be a good thing.
You sound like a badass.
That's like whenever like a girlfriend would ask me, and she's like, "Hey, can you go? You know, if you're gonna go to Walmart or whatever, can you get me my tampons or whatever?" I'm like, I mean, yeah. And they're like, "You really will get it?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "They know it's not for me."
And if it is for
nowadays, they might think. You know what I mean?
Even if it is for you, like I never understood being embarrassed by your purchases.
No, I'm buying them for a girl, whether it's my mom, sister. You can see the size of them. That's probably not my mom, right? But I mean, like I was just used to it. I'm like, yeah, I'll get them. I don't care.
The only reason
she thought it was amazing that I would.
That shit's expensive though. That's the only reason I would say I wouldn't want to go get them.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so me and this girl go. We buy condoms. I have no experience in buying condoms.
There's so many different ones. That's the thing.
And so I just grabbed whatever condoms, get home, or get back to the room, and like it was like tight on my. And I was like, hell yeah! I was like, I think I bought like mini ones or something because that had never happened before.
You bought those those little finger cover things for people in the restaurant.
I don't know what it was. It like didn't go all the way and stuff, and I was like, hell
condoms for kids.
It says
condoms, whatever. It says like Trojan, and then it has like in little bright colors, kids.
It looks like crayons. Yeah. It's like crayons made out to spell kids.
Yeah,
I don't know what. I think it might have just been like either defective condom, like they made it a little too small, or you know whatever. Like the moon was just right, so I was getting like full potential. But that was the only time that ever happened. Every other time it happened, I always was like, it's gonna come off. Like it's just go. I don't know how that doesn't happen more. No matter how big your dick is. That it doesn't come off. But anyway, how did we go from seeing dead people to condoms?
I don't know.
But
we'll listen to the playback, right?
Anyway, we're gonna go out on a dead note. Only one time did we ever hit the fucking buzzer beater.
Buzzer beater? What?
Yeah, where it was like, boom, perfect thing to say. Episode's over.
And we're like, and that's it, folks.
Yeah. I don't remember. Oh, you said it's an episode called "All Right, 5 Goats."
Is that what it? Is that one?
Yeah, because that's what you said to end the episode. I was like, dude. You said like, "All right, 5 goats." Looked at me, and I was like, like thumbs up. We ended it. And if you're listening, you're like, how was that good or funny? It was a good callback, or it was a good joke or whatever. But yeah, we always end. We'll be like, funny, pretty good stuff, good stuff. And then it's like, you know. And then so she said, "Hey, the condom fits," and I'm like, yeah, all right. That's the end of the episode, you know.
Episode 96.
96. We didn't say it to start, did we?
I don't remember.
It doesn't matter.
That was over an hour ago. So, anyways, guys, this has been episode 96. Please go on to whatever platform you're listening to this to. Like, review, subscribe.
Apparently,
give us some feedback.
Apparently, what was it? The lady that we saw that said she listened to it?
Yeah, we saw it.
But what was it on? It was like on Stitcher or something like that? Mm-hmm. And I started looking into it, and apparently that's a more...
Stitcher and Spotify?
More people are listening through shit like that. Because like, I was thinking it was just mostly iTunes, but I looked at the stats and shit, and it's like mostly not iTunes nowadays.
Wow.
So that's why I always would say, like, man, it's like we never get any like reviews and shit on iTunes. I think it's just because not many people are listening to it through that way anymore. But however you're listening to it, keep it up. Tell all your friends. And because you never know. Look, we got a perfect example where somebody told us that they had listened to it, and you would have never guessed.
No.
So if you got a friend that's like maybe you think like, I don't know, maybe he or she wouldn't like this. I don't know. Give it a chance.
Let them fucking decide. Why are you deciding their shit?
If you have a friend
you tell them what fucking cereal they eat in the morning.
Yeah, for real. Maybe you do.
Yeah, maybe you do. Then tell them.
You're like, look, you need more fiber, and you need to listen to the bad vibe. The bad viber. But anyway, yeah, tell everybody you know. Leave positive reviews on any platform that you listen to it. And we'll see you next week. We're going to not be on vacation this week, so we'll be back
on vacation for a while. Yeah. Anyways, it's been episode 96.
6.
Pick up some 6.
Yeah.
Right? Remember we used to say that every 6.
Yeah.
If you were listening to this, you are the bad vibe.